What's up, guys? How's it going? MikeTheTech here, and we have a pretty good one for you today. Our friends over at UPERFECT decided to send me some new swag, and I thought I'd open it up today and let you guys know what I got. I do plan to review this product as I've been using it quite a bit lately, but I wanted to upload the unboxing video first. I always upload those first, so I didn't want to get too ahead of myself with the review just yet, but I do have a review as well as some videos about how to use this product with other devices. So let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing itself. So the packaging itself is very well put together. Everything is labeled pretty discreetly though. It says portable monitor, and that is pretty apt. That's exactly what it is. It's a portable monitor, and I was very excited at the model they decided to send. So let's go ahead and get all this plastic off. Now, one thing I will note is that this is a heavy box. After looking at what's in it and the device itself, it is mostly in the device itself. This is a very heavy, well, I mean, not very heavy, but it is a metal device, and it is very sturdy, and it feels very well made. I was expecting maybe plastic or something closer to an older tablet that maybe bends or things like that, but I was quite surprised to see that this is all aluminum and it's a heavy enclosure, but we'll get to that shortly. There was a wealth of cables, really nice cables actually. We have high-speed USB 3, USB A to C, USB C to C, USB, I believe there's two C to C cables, one for OTG and one for standard connections to like your phone, and then there is an HDMI to micro HDMI. Mini HDMI, I believe it's micro HDMI, and that goes into the back of the monitor. And finally, we have a power adapter, and this is a pretty powerful adapter. I believe it's a 30-watt adapter. Let me go ahead and double check. Yes, this is a 30-watt adapter. And you can see all the cables that they've gone ahead and given us. Any use case scenario you can basically think of, you're going to be able to have a cable or connection for it. There's only maybe one or two that won't connect directly, where you maybe need an iPhone adapter or something like a lightning cable to HDMI in order to get it to work on an iPhone or an iPad, but everything else is compatible. This plastic is my nemesis. I'm awful at taking this off. I always want to try and peel it off, but it's glued. It's not going to open. Nothing against the company or the packing. It was very well packed, and this keeps everything nice and clean on the inside. But I am not good at opening these, and don't try this at home. I tried using my knife, thinking it would just slice it really easily, but it just stretched. So, word of advice: do not use your knife. Just rip it off. It doesn't look as pretty. I try to do it in a cleaner, nicer way, but sometimes you just gotta rip it open. Now, one thing I was very excited about is they didn't just send me a portable monitor. They sent me the UPERFECT X Pro Lapdock 15.6-inch 4K touchscreen DeX monitor. This works with Huawei devices, Samsung devices, and anything with an HDMI port. It is absolutely amazing. I've already tried it out. Spoiler alert for the review, I like it. There's a few use cases that aren't working. There are many use cases that are working, including a replacement for the Stream Deck with way more buttons because it's a touchscreen that I could use when I'm streaming, as well as using it as what I'm currently using it for, which is my PS5 and Switch's portable monitor, so that I could have my PS5 or Switch going while I'm on my PC. But this is a very well made device. It has a kickstand in the back, and the kickstand does go all the way up. That way, if you want to leave it plugged in and lay it flat, you can still put the kickstand all the way up and it'll lay flat. And when you close it, it covers the ports so that they don't get dirty. And on the other side, we have a keyboard that is magnets, and it is magnetized, very easy to put on when it's on a table. When you're holding it, it's a little bit harder to put on because the magnets are so strong that it will just grab on whether it's centered or not. So you may need to kind of get your aim on there when you're first putting it on, but once it's on, it is pretty much on there. So I like it. The magnet works really well to keep it in place, and aside from missing a few times, it works really well. One thing that you'll be able to do as well is not only can you use a touchscreen when you plug it into your phone, but you can also use the keyboard and mouse on almost any device that supports it. I even plugged the screen into my PS5 and plugged the USB into my PS5, and I was able to use the keyboard to navigate the user interface and select games and start things and all that stuff. So it really works well as a little side laptop for whatever you plug it into. What I've also enjoyed doing is plugging it into an old Samsung S9 that I have, and it loads up in a DeX in 4K and looks great, and I could run whatever app I want to use. Sometimes I use Deckboard, and that's my Stream Deck alternative, and I have all of my buttons mapped out to that on a touchscreen in front of my computer, and it just works really, really well. If you're if you haven't guessed, I am a fan of this device. This is one of the first 4K screens that I've actually owned, believe it or not. I have a 4K screen in my living room for my TV, but all of my monitors are still 1080p. So the quality on the screen is just absolutely astounding to me. It looks so good, especially for its size. It's only a 15.4 inch screen, or 15.6 inch, sorry, screen, and it has 4K resolution in that screen size. So you're looking at a high-end tablet, essentially, that you could plug anything into. So I've really, really enjoyed this product. Thank you for hanging out with me during the unboxing. I do plan to make more videos on this soon to show you the different use cases that I've been talking about, and as well as do a more complete review, because there's a lot that I haven't even covered. The touchscreen controls, the HDR support, the FreeSync support, and it's more than I would have ever expected from a portable monitor. Partner that with a battery so you can actually take it on the go and get some work done at a coffee shop or anything just by plugging your phone in, and I think that this is a great, great value. Thank you so much for UPERFECT for collaborating with me on this series of videos, and I very much appreciate it. Be sure to check out UPERFECT at uperfectmonitor.com, and you can find the UPERFECT X Pro Lapdock as well as other portable monitors on sale now. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace. About a new device, unboxing kudos, we rock that pseudo administrative elevator command. We build it up and break it down in that virtual lab. From conversations to games to interviews with a broader view. He keeps it fresh, always brings something new. It's MikeTheTech, MikeTheTech, the architect, MikeTheTech, yeah, MikeTheTech, the architect,